Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we are going to see the very important topic, and that is graphical summary. Once you collect the data, it is very much important that you should conduct the graphical summary of it for the first interpretation. That is, use graphical summary to summarize numeric data with a variety of statistics such as sample size, mean, median and standard deviation. As seen in the diagram, you can also describe the distribution of data with graphs to conduct an understand-darling normality test as well as obtain the confidence intervals for mean, standard deviation and median. Before to use any statistical tool, there are some data requirements for it. Therefore, before going to example, let's understand what are the data requirements to perform graphical summary. The first data consideration is the data must be numeric. To perform the graphical summary, you must have continuous data such as weight of the packages or discrete data such as number of complaints. The second data consideration is the sample data should be selected randomly. In statistics, random samples are used to make generalization or inferences about a population. And the third data consideration is collect a medium to large. To perform the graphical summary, we must have at least sample size of 20. But for better results, that is to plot the histogram, you must have at least 50 number of observations. Now let's take an example to perform the graphical summary in Minitab. A quality control engineer needs to ensure that the caps on the shampoo bottles are fastened correctly. If the caps are fastened too loosely, they may fall off during shipping, and if they are fastened too tightly, they may be too difficult to remove. The target torque value for fastening the caps is 18. The engineer collects a random sample of 68 bottles and tests the amount of torque that is needed to remove the caps. As a part of initial investigation, the engineer conducts the graphical summary to assess the distribution of data. By looking at the graphical summary, we can see how much torque is needed to remove the caps. So let's perform this analysis in Minitab. In this example, the quality engineer recorded the data, that is how much torque is required to remove the caps of 68 bottles. We had also recorded the data for machines on which that bottle has given the torque. Okay, so let's perform this graphical summary. To perform the graphical summary in Minitab, please follow the steps. Go to the Stat, Basic Statistics and then Graphical Summary. If you bring the cursor at Graphical Summary, we can see there is a message. Summarize your data with descriptive statistics such as mean and the standard deviation and describe the distribution with graphs. So that is the intent for which we are going to perform the graphical summary. Then Minitab asking for which variable you are going to perform the graphical summary. So select the option torque here as we are going to see the graphical summary for torque. In by variables, keep it as a blank as default. In confidence level, there is a default value of 95%. So keep them as it is and click OK to get the results. We are getting the results in the form of graphical summary. So let's understand what is the interpretation of it. In these graphical results, we can see the p-value for Anderson-Darling normality test is less than 0.05. So the data is not following the normal distribution. In second table, we are going to see all the details of data like mean, standard deviation, variance, skewness, kurtosis and what is the total number of observations. The mean is 21.265. This is the mean torque which is required to open the cap of the shampoo bottles. Standard deviation of the torque is 6.422 and variance is 41.242. If you look at the skewness value, it is positive and is nearly equal to 1. So it is indicating that the distribution is right skewed distribution. Kurtosis value is negative, indicating that the distribution is having the flatter width and the total number of observation in the data is 68. The third table in the results is indicating the values of the box plot. That is, minimum value is 10, first quartile value is 60, median is 20, third quartile is 24.75 and maximum torque value is 37. This is indicating that almost torque is required to open the cap of the bottles is more than the target value, that is 18. And the fourth table of the results is indicating 95% confidence intervals for the mean, median as well as for the standard deviation. If you look at the 95% confidence interval for the mean, it is varying from 19.71 to 22.81. This is indicating that most of the time torque is required to open the cap of the shampoo bottles is more than the target value, that is 18. The third graph in the graphical summary is indicating the 95% confidence intervals for the mean and median. And we can see for both mean and median, the value is more than the target value of 18. As we know, the data we have collected that is from the two machines. And if you want to go into the more detail, whether machine 1 or machine 2 is having the problem, then we can run the graphical summary by variables machines. So let's do it. To conduct the graphical summary by variables, please follow the procedure. Go to the stat, basic statistics and then graphical summary. We can also get this window by pressing the Ctrl E. Now keep the selection of variable as a torque as it is and in by variable select the parameter machine. Keep the default value of confidence level as 95% and click OK. Now we will be getting the graphical summary of the torque for the two machines separately. Let's interpret the results now. To see the results for both the machines at the same time, go to the graphs and select the two graphs for machine 1 and machine 2, right click and select an option of tile. So we can see both the graphs together for the interpretation and comparison. Now if we compare these two graphs from two machines together, then we can say the p-value for the Anderson-Darling normality test for the machine 1 is less than 0.05. So this is not following the normal distribution. But for the machine 2, it is more than 0.05. So this machine 2 is following the normal distribution. And if you go for the mean value, for the torque which is required to cap up the shampoo bottles, for the machine 1, it is 18.667. And for the machine 2, it is 24.188. By comparing these two machines, we can easily say that the machine 2 is having the more torque for the shampoo bottles. If you look at the 95% confidence interval for the mean, for machine 1, it is 17.18 to 20.154 and it is containing the target value of 18. But for the machine 2, the 95% confidence interval for the mean is 21.62 to 26.74 and both of these values are more than the target value of 18. This is all about the graphical summary, and by using graphical summary, we can have the first interpretation about the data. Now at the end, if you have found this video useful, please do not forget to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.